I was just talking about. Please welcome Hayden Hamilton.
What's up? Hey! So I actually have people to come to see me tonight, so I'm gonna do new shit that I don't know that's funny. Sounds awesome. So yesterday I was hanging out with all my friends by myself in my room. And I was thinking about the Revolutionary War, because I like to think about current events. And I came to the conclusion that during the Revolutionary War, America was kind of like the crazy ex-girlfriend. I know that's probably not going to be a popular thought, but let's go down the list, shall we? So, it started out with Britain came home, they had a bad day at work, so they were kind of taxing us a little bit without representing what they were taxing. They'd let us know. And so we got together, we made a little chant. No taxation without representation. Susie came up with that. Great job, girl. Oddly enough, Britain reacted negatively to this. And so they started taxing us more. And we're like, you know what we should do? Destroy what's valuable to them. What do English people love? Tea. Let's involve it in the Boston Harbor. Sounds awesome. I'm sure they won't get crazy pissed about that and try to kill us. So when they did, then we were like, why would they react negatively? We did nothing wrong. So that's how that all started. So then it came to the shot heard around the world, which is the British soldiers were over here. And they were just at their post. And Americans were throwing snowballs and rocks at them, essentially just being like, just shoot us. You know that you want to. You know that you're abusive and want to hit us. Jesus. So then, someone fired. No one knows who, but that's what started the war. So then, with all the battle, of course the friends had to figure out which party they were going with. And there was always that one friend that was friends with both parties at the beginning. So for us, that was Benjamin Franklin. He was friends with both of us, so he'd go over to England and be like, hey, I know America's being a crazy bitch right now, but if you just stop taxing and kind of, let us be for a while, they'd probably be okay. They'd be like, well, you tell America that we're pissed off. We're not going to do that. So it was back and forth, like children. And so during the war, America used guerrilla warfare for the first time. Guerrilla warfare is shooting from essentially anywhere to get the most kills, even if there's less people. At a time where war was everybody take your turn, it was very civilized. It's essentially just a woman being backed up, and then when she knows that she's losing, she pulls out anything she can, like, your dick clearly wasn't big enough to satisfy me, that's why I'm pissed off. And you're like, I was just angry that you didn't take the trash out. Alright, cool. So then when we were losing the battle, we thought that we were going to lose, we messaged all our friend countries. We're like, hey, England's being a real dick. So then we had France come over, and France is that friend that she doesn't care what people think. You know the friend I'm talking about. So she's like, if you ever mess with America again, I'm going to cut your dick off. And England's like, fuck, you guys win. That's fine. You can have your own country. We don't give a shit. So now it's been, years and years later, so now we're allies. But it's still kind of like awkward whenever we see each other. Especially around that 4th of July, of which we take a yearly celebration of, we're so much better without that asshole. And Britain's like, as long as they're happy, Jesus, yeah, sure. So we made them sign the Treaty of Paris. Essentially, it was just us being like, all right, this says that you're going to leave us alone, and if you ever bother us again, we're going to tell everyone that you raped us. So now, they have to keep hearing us say, we're the greatest country in the world. And other countries have to ask Britain, like, you dated America, is that really true? And Britain's like, yeah, America's great, freedom and all that, but she's a crazy bitch. She has guns and weird politics. I wouldn't date her again. I don't have the final punchline. That was the thoughts that crossed my mind. So I got a new job. They wanted me to help with a convention for the LGBT community. It was kind of like a Comic-Con. They wanted me to come up with one of the theme songs using some old, comic book related things. And so I came up with this one with the Transformers theme song. Transgenders, what's between their thighs? So I want to leave you guys with a little bit of advice. watch out for autocorrect. It really messes me up a lot. For example, if a friend messaged me and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I say, "I'm jamming Leonard Skinner because I like to keep up on modern music as well." And your phone doesn't like Leonard Skinner because that's spelled weird. So I sent, "I'm totally a skinhead." The best one that I had, though, I was playing a video game, my friend messaged me, they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm getting my ass kicked." They're like, "What? What are you talking about? What does that have to do with anything?" And so I go back and look at the message, and luckily it changed to, "I'm getting my ass licked." No. Autocorrect. I'm Hayden Hamilton. You guys have a great night.